Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Apoc again, which I wasn't planning on doing. But Apoc decided to go real life on me over a disagreement about mommy vloggers. He didn't like my criticism and he's been harassing me and my friends for a couple weeks now. Going nonstop, digging, hooking up with Tara Nicole, trying to get information from her. And I found him on BX Beast Boy's panel today and decided to jump on panel because I heard him start talking about my husband's business. His businesses in our personal life and calling him a scammer, saying he found reviews. Somehow he has clips of people saying Dean was drunk on the job, which never happened. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. This is absolutely uncalled for and ridiculous. Let's take a look.
He doesn't care about hurting people.
That's not what I asked you. Because we can't actually determine whether he cares about people or not. We don't know him. You ever met him? You ever hang out with him for a while?
Well, from what I found, it's like a good old character to me.
But none of that stuff is 100% concrete in what you're saying. I'm just letting you know that we don't know. It's not, nigga. There's nothing that you have that can determine that he doesn't care about people, bro. Let's be realistic, bro. What do you have? What do you have that can tell me that he 100%? Even though we don't know this nigga, we are not where he lives at. We don't know his friends. What do you have that can tell me 100% he doesn't care about anyone?
Well, I'm not saying he doesn't care about anyone. I wouldn't doubt he cares about himself or maybe even his family. I'm saying, though, that it doesn't seem like he cares about other people when he's outside using his business, scamming them out of money.
Who did he scam? He scammed somebody? Explain.
He used his business and he scams people.
You have proof that he scammed somebody. That's a crime.
My husband didn't scam anybody. Trolls have been coming after my husband's business for years. That's what those trolls do in that community. Apoc doesn't have proof of anything. And why is he digging into my husband's business? What does that have to do with content on YouTube? Please, somebody tell me.
All right.
Yep. I have
have proof of this.
Yep.
How'd you get proof? What proof did you have?
Went because if you go to his old businesses, people were leaving reviews about his business, and it seems like he was
no, you're not doing that, Apoc. Come on, man.
Yep.
Reviews is the proof that he scammed someone, bro?
Listen.
So wait, all right, let me ask you a question. This nigga was a well-known troll, right? A troll in different communities. Is it impossible that people could have gone to his business page, left a review to try to screw him over? That's impossible.
And see, that's a good argument. But here's the thing: is that these people are actually leaving like customer complaints, and they're roughly around the same thing. But they're not about like the online troll stuff. They're not saying that like, oh, he was drunk on the job or he's a bigot or anything like that. They're saying stuff about how he would come in, inspect, give an estimate, and then they would front him some money for materials, and then the next day he would ditch out, not show up for work, and then not contact him.
And
it's multiple people.
Here's the thing that Apoc doesn't understand, because he doesn't research. He just wants to find whatever he can on me. So he's not going to actually get to the truth. He has a personal vendetta against me, so he's not actually trying to look for what the truth is. He's just trying to look for a gotcha moment to discredit me, and he later admits that that's what he's trying to do. What he doesn't understand is my husband does vlogs talking about what he does for a living, how he deals with customers, how he gets, 50% up front, and how all of the details, and he shares a lot about, because he does DIY videos and stuff like that. So the trolls know exactly what to say on a review. They have been leaving detailed reviews like that for years. And you want to know something else? People are trying to use against him that he keeps changing his business name. We've had to change it a couple times because of the trolls. They will come to Facebook and Yelp and bombard our businesses that are a legit business and a legit LLC, not a scam business. Trust me, I do our taxes, I would know. And leave horrible reviews, lies, and make these detailed things of customers that I've never seen before, ever. So Apoc is not trying to actually find out what's going on here. He doesn't care. He just wants whatever he can use to use against me. And now he's digging into my personal life. And I am so sick of this crap. I'm so sick of it. I am so sick of people not listening to me when I'm saying something nasty is going on. I am so sick of being shit on and accused of doing all this horrible stuff when I literally do nothing. All I do is critique people's content on YouTube. That's it. Anything that I've done in the past, I have owned it, I have talked about it, and I have apologized for my bad behavior in the past. I have challenged Apoc 5 times to make a video about me discussing anything nasty that I have done within the last year that needs to be exposed. And he can't do it and he won't do it. All he has is to try to find nasty things that are put up by trolls and doxers to try to discredit me. And it's not okay over a disagreement. And I'm getting sick of people doing this shit because they don't like my commentary. And I'm not trying to sit here and play victim, woe is me, feel bad for me. But what I'm trying to tell you is Apoc is nasty. Roadhog did the same thing to me. I called him out for having nasty behavior on the internet. And what did he do? He dug into my personal life, ended up showing my house on Google Maps, doxed me over and over again. This is what these nasty people do when they get called out. This is how far Apoc was willing to go for a small disagreement over content about mommy vloggers. And I would love to know how people keep calling me a liar that he's not like Josh. He's worse than Josh at this point. Josh didn't even do this stuff to me.
No, it was, I literally have one from the 22nd of this month.
Oh, you went deep into her husband to prove that she wasn't shit. Okay.
That's really interesting now that I'm listening to it back, because Apoc claimed he got the reviews from a Twitter account that I'm about to show you, okay? But the Twitter account that I'm going to show you doesn't have any reviews from the 22nd. So what did he get those reviews? How did he get them? From Googling my husband's business, Googling my husband's name? That's going real life, and it's nasty. This is the kind of shit Apoc is willing to do. And this is why I've been saying for this whole time why I think he's a problem and he's like Josh.
It's like, yo, I'm going to make sure motherfuckers see that she ain't shit. What's her husband doing? I still don't think that really proves anything.
So, well, I mean, it can give some, it can discredit her. Well, and then you can
discredit
go like,
her?
Well,
Bingo, and there we have it. He's trying to discredit me. Let me ask you guys this. If I was lying about him and nothing I said was true, why would he be working this hard to try to discredit me? Why is he so threatened by what I'm saying about him? If I was just some crazy liar, he wouldn't be this triggered and threatened and this upset about my criticism that he's digging into my husband's personal life. That has nothing to do with YouTube or our disagreement. It's fucked up, you guys. It's really, I can't believe he did this.
So is your argument that would be like, well, it could be him doing it, right?
My argument is that it could be a bunch of trolls that just went and really wanted to fuck with him, because I've seen trolls go the extra mile. You've seen trolls go the extra mile. I've had trolls try to get me kicked out of my building. So you can't tell me that trolls won't go the extra mile. It's just the right of review. No. Come on.
Yes, it was trolls. Trolls are constantly trying to find business names of my husband and leave reviews. That's all it is. And even if my husband did have bad reviews, what does that have to do with anything? It really has nothing to do with my content on YouTube.
And when I talk about this, I will bring that up that we don't know if it's a troll or not.
Okay.
But
you just said a few minutes ago that this is 100% proof.
No, I didn't say it was 100% proof. I said there is proof that there is this. But and I will leave an argument that you don't know if there's trolls or not. But I think it's a fair argument to say that.
This is crazy, you guys. Apoc should not be using my husband's business from his real life as an argument to cancel me. This is some nasty shit.
The arguments don't make the trolling part doesn't really seem like they're applying. He's not trolling. They're not saying the same things he's been known for to do online. These are actual customer complaints, and they're all relatively the same. And then
that's why I disagree, because trolls can do that as a troll. Fan trolls will go to extra mile.
I know.
There's a content creator by the name of Keisha Anderson that I actually talk about, but I was really against when a lot of people went to her business and started fucking leaving comments about horrible reviews and all the nasty things and scams and all this shit. And it's really just people that just disliked her YouTube videos. So I just have a hard time believing that that's proof. And proof is 100% to me. Well, and I don't think that's proof at all.
Well, in my video, I was leaving it up in the air.
Okay.
More.
All right. That sounds different from what you just said, though. That's you leaving it up in the air was different from the amount of confidence that you had that was proof just now, a few minutes ago. Can you notice how
I think more proof that I'm meaning is just more leaning towards with the multitude of shitty behavior.
First of all, Apoc has no room to talk about shitty behavior, because this is shitty behavior what he's doing right now. And second of all, what does my husband's shitty behavior got to do with me? He cannot come up with anything against me that doesn't have to do with my husband. And anything that he does have on me is old stuff that I have already apologized for, like that Order 66 video.
And then on top of that, I also have clips of people who say they worked with Dean on the job and he showed up drinking and was lazy and just all this other stuff.
My husband has never showed up on the job drinking and lazy. My husband works his ass off. He works 24/7. We would be out of business if all this stuff was true. He is still doing the same business that he was 3 years ago. And where is he getting clips of people saying they worked with Dean and they know all this stuff about him? Because I know for sure you cannot find clips of people saying that by Googling his channel name or searching his channel name into YouTube. So where is he finding this stuff? Because that's not on the Twitter account either.
So, anyway.
You've never seen people lie in that way? You've never seen people do that about, well, of course, celebrities and shit like that. You've never seen people lie to that degree?
Right.
Didn't Tasha K just get sued for that?
Thing is, though, is that if he was an alcoholic, then it would make sense.
I am so sick of him talking about my husband's addiction. It has nothing to do with anything. My husband's that had nothing to do with his work or taking care of us. We were always very well taken care of no matter what. It never affected his jobs. He was never drinking on the job and being drunk and lazy. Apoc has no proof of this stuff. I want to remind you guys that he's getting all this evidence from things that trolls, nasty trolls, are saying on the internet. That's his source.
Maybe he is. Hey, what's going on? Not another housewife?
Apoc, so you go in real life now, digging into my husband's businesses. You are just like Josh.
Well, no.
That is some DCP shit.
That is to my personal life. My husband's business has nothing to do with YouTube. So you are just proving to everybody that you are going real life.
I'm not going real life.
That is going real life. My husband's business has nothing to do with YouTube. That is going real life.
I wasn't going to name it or anything.
But why are you looking into his
businesses? Real life, though, bro.
Dude, that is going real life. Why are you looking into his businesses? Where did you find that? Did you Google his real name?
It's literally on Twitter.
From what? Where did you find it?
I think it's just this account called Marissa.
Yeah, an account called Marissa that is doxing me on that Twitter account and doxing my husband.
Wait, you used wait, hold on. You used the doxer as like a source?
Yes, he did. I know that Twitter account. They doxed me and my husband all over Twitter, put up the bankruptcy that we had to do, put up his businesses, fake reviews.
Hold on, housewife. Let me ask you. Hey, you literally just said that's where you got the information from. And if this person did all of this, you don't think that that's crazy?
Well, that's insane, but I didn't know that.
Yo, wait, but didn't you just give a criticism for not doing research?
Dude, you didn't know that? That stuff is all over that page. How did you find the business if you didn't see his name or anything?
Bro, you're doing some DCP shit.
Apoc is claiming that he didn't know all this other stuff was on the Twitter. Okay, let's say he didn't know. If you see a tweet from a YouTuber that you're doing commentary on and there's bad reviews of a business from their personal life, wouldn't you think, oh no, I'm not going near that. That has nothing to do with YouTube. Why would your first thing be to, oh, let's use that. Let's use that to discredit Marissa because I'm pissed she gave me criticism. That just shows who Apoc is, and it shows that he will do anything to come out on top, even do low down grimy shit. Let's not forget that he went to Tira, to her comments. He's all over her comments now. Tira's talking about him all the time. Tira told him to go over to Twitter. So that's really interesting. But I'm going to show you guys the nasty, horrible Twitter that he got that from. That Twitter has been harassing me for months. Like literally since January. Let's look. And I'm not going to show everything because a lot of it has my personal information on it. But I did take a screen recording of the whole Twitter. And it is just full of nasty stuff about my family, about my ex who's not alive anymore. They posted an obituary of my ex who's not alive anymore, my husband's full name, our business, where we live, just nasty, nasty stuff. And that is what Apoc was using as a source. But get this, the review that he's talking about is not on the main Twitter page. In order to see that on the page, you have to go to the tweets and the replies and scroll down. Okay, there's only like 15 posts and you have to scroll down to see that review. So I find it very hard to believe that he didn't know. When you click that account, I'm being doxxed in the pinned comment. But like I said, even if he didn't have any idea and he just went by that one tweet, why is he using reviews from something that a troll posted trying to dox our business as an argument to discredit me? Again, it just proves how nasty he is. Somebody was doxing me, telling people to call CPS. They posted an obituary of my first son's dead father. Here is the post he's talking about with the reviews. That's from December 20th, 2021. You have to go through all the other posts of me being doxxed, my husband being doxxed, obituaries being posted of my first child's dead father. Like, disgusting. Who does that? And then I want to show you the reviews that are on this post because this is important too. Here's one from a customer where they didn't show up and they were having issues showing up. Here is a fake one of claiming they got scammed. But the point is, Apoc also said that he had reviews up until the 22nd of last month. There are no reviews from the 22nd of last month on this Twitter. So that would mean that Apoc would have had to look up the business information that was posted on this Twitter and go Google it and go try to find business pages. So he's lying that he just used that one screenshot from Twitter. How would he have Google reviews from up until the 22nd of last month? And I will say again, even if he didn't know, why is he trying to use this stuff to discredit me? And I'll also say again, why does he want to discredit me so bad? instead of just critiquing my content and actually addressing the stuff I said about him, this is what he's doing. It's disgusting and so unnecessary. I have not done any of like this to him. Nothing. I have done nothing nasty to him whatsoever. And he has been doing this crazy stuff for weeks now.
Because they posted.
Just because I criticized you for attacking moms on the internet, you're digging into Dean's personal life. You see, that's just like Josh, right?
Nope.
His business. That has nothing to do with YouTube.
Wow, that has nothing to do with anyone's content.
That's crazy.
No, it's not going personal life. Reading a review is not going personal.
A business.
You just said he was a scammer, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? You just said he was a scammer. That's not personal. And I said, that's a crime, right? You said, yep, I got it proof. And then once I asked you a bunch of questions, we found out you didn't have shit. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? You're being disingenuous right now.
Hey, look, if I dug into your personal life and brought up your businesses, you would say that it was going real life.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, because he's a troll. He doesn't care if people do that. He doesn't realize.
I care about your personal life. I care about your content. I don't need to dig into your personal life to prove that you're a fucking asshole.
But wait, I never act like DCP. I never acted like DCP.
Hey, can I
Yes, DCP Junior. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, Marissa. So you can talk all this all you want, and you can say, "Oh, why are you taking it so personal, bro?" You literally manipulated a clip from Nick Cannon.
I didn't manipulate anything. I was proving that your content is similar to Dean.
So what did Nick Cannon talk about in that video?
What?
What did Nick Cannon talk about in that video?
Nick Cannon, he was talking about the Black community and how he was saying Black people are more compassionate to each other. And I watched the whole video.
And somebody tried to warn you, Apoc, that you were getting information from doxers? Somebody just said that they tried to warn you.
Yeah, we did. But anyway,
wow.
My opinion.
Sorry, guys. I was getting loud in that panel, but I was getting fired up because I am so sick of this guy. But yes, this comment right here. Maybe if you listened to people who warned you that you were getting info from doxers and trolls, you wouldn't be here. And Melissa most definitely warned Apoc about what he was doing, and he didn't care. And guess what? Multiple people went into Apoc's DMs and told him, dude, don't work with Tira. She's bad news. She's nasty. She's done horrible stuff. And Apoc didn't care. He didn't care at all. And I'm going to show you the comment Melissa left saying that Apoc was digging into my personal life, and he called her a liar and proceeded to literally terrorize her for 2 days in the comments, going back and forth. So once we found out that Apoc went over to Tira to try to get information on me, Melissa said, this has all gone way too far. I'm honestly shocked that people are digging for dirt about about your personal life over just sharing your opinions about their content respectfully. Okay, we tried to tell Apoc to stay away from Tira and trolls because the way he was going about trying to dig for information about Dean, we tried to warn him that trolls were going to come out of the woodwork. Nasty people were going to try to give him stuff. And he wouldn't listen, and he didn't care because he wants that nasty stuff. So when me, Melissa, Ren, Jenny were telling him stay away from Tira, stay away from trolls, you're trying to dig and get information and you have no idea what can of worms you're opening. He just called us all liars. He blew it off. He wouldn't listen. And even if he didn't know, say he didn't know and he really just happened upon Tira's channel and was like, oh, I'm asking for receipts. We told him. Multiple people told him in comments and DMs. We're not all crazy. And he didn't care. He kept digging anyway. And Tira is the one who directed him over to Twitter.
This video had nothing to do with my husband's business. You just crossed the line and made yourself look like a fool, dude.
So I crossed the line because I didn't know.
You crossed the line from jump, bro. Like, you even looking into his business was crossing the
That's
line.
crossing the line, Apoc.
You mean
Like,
you didn't know? You knew.
You say look into his business, but
Looking
it was
into
on
his
Twitter.
business, yes.
It was on Twitter.
but you're still using my husband's business in your video to call out me, which is
Sources
personal
doxing.
life shit.
You source doxing.
I'm not source doctor.
Can you at least admit that you definitely didn't do enough research on that?
I can say that I did not go on the page itself. I just saw the pictures of the reviews.
Okay, so I can see why the person called you a narcissist.
So I'm not a
doctor. I'm not a doctor.
How about this, Mercy?
See, this is where I call bullshit. He said he had tons and tons of reviews. He even had reviews up until the 22nd of last month. So how did he get that stuff? If he didn't click on the Twitter page, then he definitely went over to Google the docs information that was posted on there, because that is the only way he could have gotten that stuff. And that is going real life.
How about this, Marissa?
You could 100% say, yo, my bad. I was wrong. That person was nasty. I didn't mean to get information from them.
I didn't know that stuff.
Okay, but why are you putting scammer? Why are you putting my husband's business stuff in your video in the first place?
How about this? I'll take it out.
Yeah, that was wrong, bro. I was wrong.
Good.
Because I didn't know. You see, Marissa, I don't need to manipulate things as much.
I'm glad now, that he got caught with his pants down, going real life and digging into my personal life, that now he's going to take it out of the video. See, this is, you guys, this is why it's pretty clear that he just has a personal vendetta against me. He wants to find the dirt. He doesn't want to find the truth. He doesn't want to see the facts. He wants to find anything that looks bad to try to discredit me. And honestly, you guys, I'm just over it. I am over calling out people's bullshit and them. And you know what's crazy? I am always the one who is accused. Tira, all these people always accuse me of harassing people, of going real life, of terrorizing people, and they never show proof. And it's always these people who are actually doing it to me for no reason. Apoc literally spent 2 days attacking Ren, Jenny, Melissa, anybody who's friends with me, because I gave him criticism. He has been absolutely losing his mind at this point and digging for anything he can, and it's not okay, and I'm not going to accept it. Is this the end of the world? No, I've dealt with bigger, badder, nastier trolls than Apoc. In fact, Apoc he seems like he's not all that he's cracked up to be. But this does just prove that I was right. Melissa was right. Ren was right. The people calling him out are not lying, are not gaslighting. We're not just being dramatic. Apoc is actually nasty. He's nasty. And it just proves that he's willing to go this far over a simple disagreement about content. He made it personal. He made it nasty. And I'm getting so sick of these nasty people doing this crap to others. Who else is Apoc? And that's the problem here. I can handle it because this has been happening to me for years. But the real issue is, who else is he going to do this to? Who else is he going to do this to? Okay, who else is he going to dig into their personal life if they call him out on what he's doing? He is getting really bad. He is becoming another Josh. And so many people in that community can't see it. And when they do see it, it's going to be too late. Just like with Josh, he's got 100,000 subscribers now. He's not going anywhere. Not saying that he should or he should be canceled, but so many people ignored how nasty he was, and he just got worse. And that's what's happening with Apoc. That's why you need to nip this shit in the bud when it happens. Not saying cancel him, but call out the nasty. There are benefits to being a reformed troll, being married to a troll. I know a troll when I see one. And all Apoc is a troll. He thinks he's big and bad. He found his little anti-mommy vlogger community. He found that he can make money trolling mommy vloggers on the internet. And that's what he's doing, you guys. He is trolling mommy vloggers on the internet, making money while doing it, and gathering this cult of people who will ignore his bad behavior. And He's not going to silence me. He's not going to shut me up. I don't go run hiding. He doesn't know what I've dealt with online. So if he thinks he is going to shut me up, he's sadly mistaken. I wanted to add that the entire anti-Dad Challenge podcast community called out Josh for going after Fathering Autism's business, just like they called out Josh for bringing up Brianna K's miscarriage, yet they ignore the bad behavior of Radiant Brit, Sincerely Sharon, and Apoc. I'm not going anywhere. I will continue to call out how nasty he is, and I don't care if he doesn't like it. So, anyways, this was not planned out, but I did want to do a video on this. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'll see you in my next one.